to live. They don't deserve to live. They don't deserve to share the same living space on the surface of planet Earth, breathe the same air, drink the same water, even though they say, oh, I have some underground pristine aquifer to suck off of.
Do you
So
think
what?
do you think there's a certain responsibility involved in living on this earth, and that
Yeah,
responsibility extends to whether you treat people well or not? So
right.
if you're sucking their blood, or
That's right.
using their energy, or or
Right.
or constricting their freedoms for your own selfish ends,
That's right.
then that you have to be responsible for that. You have to pay
Correct.
for what you've done. And
That's right.
you talk about leniency. Well, if you have caused the incredible suffering
That's right.
that results from things like war, or
Mm-hmm.
perhaps plagues, which may
Mm-hmm.
have been induced in a laboratory,
That's right.
such
The Bill
as
Gates thing.
could be, and we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
not talk about details on that. But the point is
Mm-hmm.
that if you are responsible for your actions, don't you have to pay for them?
Of course.
Now, in the Bible, I'm not a Christian, but it says in the Bible, an eye for an eye and a tooth for tooth.
Right.
Does that mean that the punishment that you deserve must be commensurate with the damage you've done? Well,
I would say so, yes,
I,
but not more.
does it sound like something like polarity of the universe? We have a positive and we have a negative
Mm-hmm.
in energy, and that is necessary to cause the movement of the galaxies, and in
Mm-hmm.
fact the movement of our electric motors, and
Mm-hmm.
the micro and the macro.
Right.
So when do you think that you can escape from that? When did you think that you were immune from the effects of your damage?
Right.
Can you run? Yes. Can you hide? Yes. Can you escape? No. It's impossible, according to the
Right.
very laws of this universe, to be
Yeah.
immune from the effects of the damage that you've done to children, to your own, species.
Right.
Oh my God. Please continue. What's the effect of punishment? Well, obviously, to enact an opposite cruelty, to enact
Mm-hmm.
a damaging force in the opposite direction would then boomerang back upon the perpetrator. In other words, we should not burn people from trees. That would be
Mm-hmm.
cruel and unusual, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, that would be doing just like
Well,
what they did. I mean, that would be
it,
just being like them. That would be
that's
like
right.
morphing into the perpetrator, and becoming the
Well, they're doing that to us, and meanwhile, we cannot do it to them. That's the way I see it.
right. But I don't believe that anyone who is of the light would agree that someone who has tortured children should be tortured in return. Now, it might seem commensurate, it might seem polar
Right.
punishment, right? But
Right.
I don't really think that that is the way to go. I think
Mm.
that what you have to do is you have to use love.
Right.
You have to use love as a protective shield, to just push away those that are attacking our families, those who are
Right.
attacking our lives, our civilizations, our cultures, which, by the way, are always aimed at the best instincts of humanity. Humans are not bad people. Humans
Correct.
are I believe, of the light, and are always looking to the highest aspirations for their evolution, and to punish someone who is attacking those aspirations with the same methods is not acceptable. What we
Right.
should do is simply push them away from any possible influence over us. And if they're inside our community, just like a virus is inside our bodies, what do? We take a medicine that kills it.
Right.
It kills it painlessly, it kills it humanely. And that's why the guillotine is so effective because it's painless.
Mm.
The instant that sharp piece of steel slices the neck,
Mm-hmm.
death is so instantaneous that there's no pain available to the brain. It's been severed from its spinal column.
True.
All that's left are the eyes who are able to visualize the scene outside as they roll into a bag or
Right.
basket.
Basket. Mm.
Stop.